That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
What's up, guys? Check this out. You know what it is. It's story time. Same shirt, same night, same everything. So, this one I am involved with. I'm not going to lie to you. Let me just say this right off the bat. When it comes to me, if you haven't seen my videos, I got no love for other dealers. Not as individuals, but as what we are. I've yet to really come across dealers that I like. You know, it's hard to say because you're probably a dealer watching it. You're probably like, damn, this guy's a fucking asshole. There are good dealers out there, okay? But for the most part, most of us have that fucking douchebag thing in us. You know what I mean? And the way I look at it is this shit's all in the game to me. You know, I've bought cars at auction and I've been burnt before by other dealers. And like you're gonna find out, I've sold cars at auctions before. And I've burned other dealers. You know, you do this long enough, it comes with the game. If you've ever bought a car from an auction and it's not what you thought it was, and ran it back through the auction, then you basically did the same thing I did. But this one is a little bit different, guys. This one's a little bit different here, and it's kind of a funny story. So let me get right into it. Buddy of mine picks up a car. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer for you guys. I don't know. Am I too close now? Look like a flowing head, big ass head. But so a buddy of mine picks up a car, okay, at a dealer only auction. Get it back to the shop. And at this time, we were buying 10 cars in a week, and we were buying like the lowest of the low. You know, if it ran through the auction for less than $1,000, we were buying it. And you know, a good buddy of mine, Danny, you know, he was picking them up for us at the time and bringing them back. And you know, it was just fun. Like, it didn't matter if we spent $1,000 on the car, we wouldn't even clean and wash them. We'd just throw them out there and just sell them. It didn't matter. Like $1,500, $1,800, and you know, we were just burning through these cars. It was a fun time, fun time. With that being said, we would get cars that weren't that good, and the way we looked at it was, well, if we got them that weren't good, just send them right back to the auction, and you know, hope you don't take that much of a loss on it. And you know, you would use different auctions depending on the day, the week, the time of month. You just knew who was paying more. So we get this one car in there, and you turn it on, and you can hear the motor knock. So I'm like, oh man, that sucks. There's like no way to cover that up. And at the time, we were buying cars online. One of the drawbacks to buying cars online, you can't hear them. You don't know if they got cold AC. A lot of things that you would do in the lane, you can't do when you're at home, right? And this is before ACV, so you didn't have that beautiful readout of all the things that it had. And Manheim really sucks at fucking going through a car and being honest. We used to joke around and say, oh, I wish I had a Manheim camera. Because if you look at the pictures for these cars, they're beautiful. The cars are beautiful, right? And then you get it, and it's like, what the hell? How? The car wasn't even white when I bought it. The shit was yellow. You know what I mean? Like, that's how crazy and off the pictures are. I mean, of course, that's to the extreme, but you know, you wouldn't see a sunspot. Like, it was like fucking Dave Chappelle was taking the fucking pictures of these cars. Like, he just knew the angles to make this thing look good. So anyways, we called it the Manheim camera. Now, basically, if you have an Android, you have a Manheim camera. Anyway, so we get the car, and it's got a motor knock. So my buddy goes out there, and he pulls the O2 sensor. Now, the reason why I say I'm a part of this story is because I was standing right next to him. So he pulls the O2 sensor, like, and it's right there in front of the engine. Like, it's right there on the manifold. Pulls it out. When he did that, now all we could hear is like the exhaust, like the, and you really can't hear the motor knock. I mean, you can hear it, but it's definitely being drowned out by the sound of this exhaust leak, okay? So the car is sitting where all the other cars are sitting that are going back to different auctions. So we get this guy on here, and he's a real piece of work. The type of buyer that comes in and knows you're a dealer, but already has it in their head they're gonna beat you up over the price, right? You know what I'm talking about, guys? The douchebag fuck that's worse than a dealer comes in there. He knows everything about every single car. He's been a mechanic for 40 fucking years. He's 30 years old. Like the whole shit, man. You know, and he comes in there, chest out. I want that. I want to look at that car. Well, we're not selling those cars. They're going to be wholesale. Oh, so that means I'm going to get a good deal today, right? Like, I guess so. Fuck. Here's the keys. You know, have at it. So I'm sitting at the other desk. My buddy's, you know, on his desk or whatever. And the guy goes out the door. And he goes up to the car. And he goes, you know, he drives the car and comes back. And he goes, why are you guys wholesaling that car? My buddy's like, I don't know, you know, whatever. Like, we don't think this guy's gonna buy a car anyway. And who wants to deal with this jerk off, right? So it doesn't matter. The guy's like, I'll take it. I'll give you this dollar amount for it. And you guys all know, as car salespeople, whether you're a dealer or not, if they're gonna throw a number out at you, chances, and they don't know what your number is yet, their number could be higher than your starting number. You're still going to try to get a little bit more, right? So the guy, my buddy, throws out another number. The guy's like, nope, I'm not going to spend $1 more than this. Blah, 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 blah. All right. So my buddy's like, fuck it. You want the car? Fuck it, take it. So they do all the paperwork, right? And I'm still sitting at my desk. And I'm just looking at this guy like, why the hell do you want that car? Like, why would you want that? Like, whatever. So, and keep in mind too, at this dealership that I'm at this time, the test drives were simply, give me your license. They took a copy of the license, they handed you the car keys, and you did the test drives on your own. No one went with you, no one accompanied you. You just drove the car and that was it. So anyway, as a matter of fact, it's still like that. So, dude comes back in, like I said, and he's like, he's buying the car. He gets through the paperwork and goes, hey, he signs the last piece of paper, right? He goes, hey, now that I got this paper, you can't take the car back from me, right? So my buddy's like, no, you own the car. So he goes, ha 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 ha, I got you. Like, actually points at my fucking friend's face. I don't know where you're from, but you don't point at motherfuckers. Like, it's just a total lack of respect, right? So he points at him and goes, ha 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 ha, I got you. You know what the problem with that car was? It was just the O2 sensor. So I look at my friend who happens to shoot me a look like, you're like, what a fucking idiot. So this really can't be happening, right? And the guy is just like, I swear to God, he's like having the celebration of his life in the dealership. Just loving life right now. Like, he really fucked us. He got over on the dealers, right? The big bad dealers. He pulled one over. So this guy is so fucking happy, gets in his car, he leaves. So the guy's gone, and I say to my friend, like, did that really just happen just now? Like, is this really, like, we getting punked? Like, what the fuck is going on? And my buddy's just, like, he's cracking up, because you feel bad doing that. First of all, you know, a normal person, a non-car dealer, you don't ever want to fuck them over, right? Ever. You always want to sell a good product. But this guy was such an asshole that I'm gonna go to hell. It felt fucking good. So anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. If you're watching this, fuck you. So anyway, my buddy's like, bro, that really fucking happened. He's like, I can't believe that fucking happened. And I'm like, hey, so for the rest of the day, you know, I'm like, ha, it's the O2 sensor, that's why. And we're going back and forth making these stupid fucking jokes, right? And the next day, like eating lunch or some shit, gets a phone call, and I'm like, the tone of his voice had changed on the phone, and so Florida doesn't have a lemon law, keep that in mind, we're an as-is state. So he's like, no man, the car is as is, you signed the as-is paperwork, there's no warranties, no taillight warranty, once you sign this paper, that you could walk out of the front door and that car doesn't start, it's yours. Would you really do that to someone? Probably not, but that is the law. So anyway, they going back and forth, like, and my buddy, I hear him say, "But you said it was the O2 sensor." I shit you not, I damn near had liquid coming out of my nose, you know, whatever I was drinking. Fucking lost it. Fucking laughing my ass off because I could just picture this guy drove the car home and someone who's actually knows about cars was like, "You don't hear the motor knock?" Anyways, guys, I hope you don't look down on me for that. It was just one of those, it wasn't even my car. I was there when this was going on, and I just thought this was fucking hilarious because that guy would not have been able to buy that car had he not been such a douchebag. But the fact that that guy was such a fucking douchebag, it almost felt right to sell him that car. And to this, like, I'm fucking laughing right now because if you could have been there, man, classic, just classic. Anyways, hope you guys are enjoying this little, I don't know what the hell you want, mini series. I get a kick out of these types of stories. I could tell you, and I'm gonna tell you so many stories about just being around dealers and being in dealerships and, you know, just being around cars, generally speaking. A lot of good times, a lot of bad times. I mean, whatever, man. Take it as it comes. But anyway, I'm out of here. I gotta go. Kids got school tomorrow. Got shit to do, man. All right, later.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.